Hello and welcome to Solve for the video response to Ericsurf6's problem. It's the prediction, and he's asking if we can explain what he did, and I'm going to explain it with a video in two parts. First part is going to be very easy, but I will make an assumption. In the second part, for people who are much more skilled in mathematics, I will make the proof of that assumption. But first let me tell you that what he did will not always work. You have one chance out of 6 to fail, and I'll show you why. First thing first, you take a 3-digit number. Let's call it 1, 2, 3. Then you reverse it. You have 3, 2, 1, and then you subtract the bigger from the smaller. What does it make? My assumption is it always makes a 3-digit number, sometimes 2, and the middle number, the middle digit, is always a 9. And the two other ones, well, either it's 2 digits or a 0 and 9, is if you sum them, you always get 9. So you have a 3-digit number with a 9 in the middle, like a 2, 9, 7, and 2 plus 7 makes 9. And that's enough. That's enough, because if you have this kind of a 3-digit number with the sum of those two 9 and the middle one 9, if you reverse it and add up, what do you get? Then you're gonna have what was the last digit going to be the first digit, and the first gonna be there. So when you add them up, you have a 9. The second one, it's 9 and 9. We know that in the middle we have 9 and 9. So when you add that up, it makes 18. So you have an 8 here, and you keep your 1. Then the last two digits, well, the same. You add them up, and you get 9 plus 1 makes 10. 1, 0, 8, 9, and you always get 1089. I told you one time out of 6 you fail. Why is that? Because you have a probability that the first digit is the same as the last digit. And if this happens, then when you reverse and subtract, you get 0. And of course, for the end of the process, everything is going to be always 0, and your prediction of 1089 will not work. I hope you enjoyed this little solution. If you want to know more about it, this is the second part, and that's the end of the first part. Thank you for watching. Wow, you're still there, so you want to know more. I made an assumption in the first part, telling you that when you have a 3-digit number, you reverse it, and if you subtract the bigger one from the smaller one from the bigger one, then you always have a 9 in the middle, and the sum of the two other digits is always 9. I'm going to prove you that. For this, you will need some little knowledge of algebra. It's not very heavy algebra, very light one, and I'll show you why. Here is your 3-digit numbers. Let's call it A, B, C. But when you write a number, what does that supposed to mean, A, B, C? It means actually that if those 3 digits are from 0 to 9, you have actually 100 times the digit A, plus 10 times the digit B, plus 1 time the digit C. That's what ABC means. For this proof, let's assume that A is bigger than C. Then we reverse everything. What do we get? Well, we get CBA, which means that we have 100 times C plus 10 times B plus 1 times A. And you can write it even the other way, 1 times A plus 10 times B plus 100 times C. What happens if you subtract both? Well, happens this. You have 100 times A minus 1 times A makes 99 times A. 10B's for minus 10B's makes 0. And finally, 1 times C minus 100 times C makes minus 99 times C. And we finally get this, 99 times A minus 99 times C. In other words, 99 times A minus C. In other words, 99 being 11 by 9, that's what it makes. So, let's work on this, 9 by A minus C. When you multiply 9 by one digit number, like 2, 3 and everything, if you know the times table, you get a two-digit number, except if you add 1 at the beginning, but whatever. And if you add up those two digits, you always get 9. So that's the very principle of this trick. It's right there. When you add up those two numbers, you always get 9. So let's go back to this. You have 9 times A minus C. So we can replace this by the result, which is a two-digit number. Let's call it xy, for x for the first digit and y for the second digit. And we know that x plus y is 9. And I told you if A minus C is 1, well, let's say that x is 0 and y is 9. And this is not here a multiplication. This is just a way of writing a two-digit number with two different digits. I know it's a little bit confusing, but it's not a multiplication here, right here. So it's 11 multiplied by a digit, by a number with two digits, x and y. And that's it, because when you multiply by 11, you get this. You have xy multiplied by 11, you put this down. Some people put a dot here, or a different mark, or sometimes a 0, whatever. And then when you add up, you add up, of course, x here, x plus y, and x plus y is 9, and finally y, that goes here. So you have a three-digit number with x and y. We know already that when you sum them up, you get 9, and in the middle, you always get 9. And that's why it works. Then you continue the full process, and you get 1089. I hope you enjoyed this video, and see you next time for next video. Bye bye.